Are you a foreign entrepreneur who is willing to start a business in India and is wondering how it is legally possible and whether you can own 100% of your business, your company in India or not? What if I may tell you that today it is possible? In most cases, it is possible that you as a foreigner can own 100% stake or ownership in India. Hi, my name is Ayush Gupta and I am the founder of Juststart. And today in this video, I will walk you through how as a foreign entrepreneur you can own legally 100% stake in India, what documents you will need to register your business in India, and what mistakes to avoid. Now let's come to the very important question, whether as a foreigner you can own 100% stake in India or not. The answer is yes. Under India's foreign direct investment policy, the government has liberalized the investment route for most of the foreigners from friendly foreign jurisdictions. And as a foreigner today, you can own 100% stake in businesses like IT, consulting, professional services, manufacturing, etc. Yet there are sectors where government nod is required like defense, telecom, media, retail, etc. Now let us come to another important question, which kind of business entity will be best for you as a foreign entrepreneur to register your business in India. See, there are many legal entities which are available for you as an foreign entrepreneur. The first is private limited company. The second is a limited liability partnership. The another one is a branch office or a license office. The private limited is a most suitable option for the foreign entrepreneurs because through private equity is just like a C Corp in USA, and through that you can own 100% stake in India. Limited liability partnership is also a good option, but through limited liability partnership you will not be able to own 100% stake in India. And the another one is branch office, license office. Branch office and license office is generally suitable for those companies who want to execute any specific project in India in joint venture with any Indian company, and it is much more complicated as various RBI approvals are required. So if you will ask for my advice, private limited company is a go-to option for you as a foreign entrepreneur to start your business in India. Now let us come to the another question, how the process has to be followed for registering your business in India as a foreign entrepreneur. First of all, you will have to reserve your unique company name through which you want to register your company in India. In another step, you will have to submit certain forms with Ministry of Corporate Affairs along with all the required documentation. Once you will submit all the required documentation along with necessary forms, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs will vet through those forms, will check if all the legal requirements, provisions are met or not, and once the Ministry of Corporate Affairs will be satisfied that you have legally complied with all the provisions, documentation, etc., your company will be legally registered and you will be issued a certificate of incorporation and a PAN number. And you will have to also make sure once your company is registered, you have to open a current bank account in which the share subscription money has to be deposited, and once the share subscription money will be deposited, a return with the RBI is required to be filed, which is called FCGPR. FCGPR is filed to validate all the foreign fundings which are received in the Indian company as part of subscription money. This entire process of company incorporation and FCGPR filing usually takes around 20 to 25 days. However, the period of time may also vary depending upon the complexity of the documents and their authenticity. Now let us come to another important question, what documents are essential for you as a foreign entrepreneur to assimilate and provide to the consultancy. One of the most important document is your passport. Your passport works as your identity proof and it must be apostilled and notarized from your home country. The another important document is your address proof. You can supply either your electricity bill, your bank statement as an address proof, and the said bank statement or electricity bill will also have to be apostilled and notarized. The third important document is your passport size photograph. The fourth one is your email ID. Once you will supply all these documents, these will be processed for your company incorporation in India. However, if you are incorporating a foreign subsidiary in India, that is through your foreign owned company, suppose you are a resident of USA and you want to invest through your already registered C Corp in USA, then we will be requiring certain documents of your foreign company as well, like charter documents of your foreign company like MOA, AOA, certificate of incorporation, any tax registration certificate of your foreign company in local jurisdiction, a board resolution, etc. And all of these documents should also be notarized and apostilled. Last but not the least, some legal tips to ensure smooth compliance of your company registration in India. The first is you should have a person who should be an Indian resident or an Indian citizen, because Indian company law mandates at least one Indian director, be it your private limited or LLP, to make sure that one person should be always available in India to look after the operations and compliances of your company. If you don't have any such person, then we at JustStart can also arrange such a nominee director and we provide such services. The second one is there is a requirement of a local business registration address. That is, you need to have a business registration address of India in order to register a company. If you have a business registration in India, then it is fine. Otherwise, we can arrange a virtual office address for you, and virtual office address is quite popular among foreign entrepreneurs for registering their companies in India. Another tip is that you should make sure whatever amount of capital you are investing in the Indian company should come from legitimate sources like Swift channel, and proper documentation like FIRC and 6-pointer KYC should be available at your banks, and to ensure smooth compliance with the FCGPR and other regulatory compliances of Reserve Bank of India. And as I said above, also some industries in India have FDI caps, so you need to consult with a qualified professional in India before investing, and to make sure that the sector in which you are investing does not have any FDI cap, or if there is FDI cap, you need to know about the procedure to take regulatory approval. Starting a company in India and your business is very doable, provided that you follow the right legal route. At JustStart, we have helped various clients from USA, from Europe, Japan, UK, Russia, Dubai and Taiwan, etc. to successfully register their businesses in India, and we have acted as a catalyst in turning their Indian businesses into practical realities. If you would also like a one-on-one free consultation with me or my team with regard to your foreign entity in India, you can get in touch with by clicking on the link given in the description box. And also don't forget to like this video, subscribe this channel and comment with any question you may have in your mind. Till the next video, bye bye and take care.